We'll do it live. No. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. And thing sucks. We'll do it live. No. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. And thing sucks.
Hello, everybody. Let's leave a comment. Hello, people. People of Earth. Boom. Here we go. Okay. What did we do today? Well, today I worked. So I have to find videos. I don't have to find any videos. Right now I'm downloading my dive. I just did it. It was 4 of them at 8 minutes and 55 seconds, or 12 minutes and 55 seconds. So what I'm going to do, or what I did, is I condensed them all. So as soon as it's up from there, we will watch it. What I will do, well, let's crack a beer. Let's just say hi to everybody. Whew, what a day, huh? It's hot out there. I got the air conditioner going. We decided to have a nap up here in my room because it's only one air conditioned. We don't normally deal with heat. 90 degrees is too hot for this guy. I'm sorry. I'd go back to Alaska. That's where I plan on visiting until October, till lobster season. If I had my druthers, I don't even know if that's a word. Oh, let me show you what you're missing. I got her done. There she is. How great is that? I mean, now I got this side. Hang on. Oh, okay. And the white side. I have them both now. I have them both. And I'm pretty excited. Penelope's going to go over there and lick them. She loves to sniff them. Let's see if we can get her on camera. Oh, yeah. Let me move my chair back. What do you see down there, little girl? Oh, my goodness. What does it smell like? There's no meat on there. Penelope, what does it smell like? Yeah, I bet you'd like to eat that. So today, funny thing. Okay, you can't eat these. These are my pride and joy right now. Thank you. Thank you for participating in my life. Would you like to go out of here, or do you want to just smell? You can't have any of those. So Daddy's going to make you some. So today, when I posted that picture of Penelope, and I put it on all the bulldog sites, blah, blah, blah. Somebody goes, man, what I do, it's one of my friends, what I do is I cut up the skins and I leave some skin meat on. Okay? So you get a nice fillet. You can get it all the way down to the skin, but there's a little bit of meat on there. And what he said to do is smoke it. Do you know how much I spend on chew toys for both of the, or chew rawhides for both these dogs? I don't know if you own a dog, but if you go into the store, you'll get 2 of them for like $15. So you saying, oh, we only buy ours at Costco, but I don't know what's in those. Are you saying this is my new thing, making dog treats with the skin? All I got to do is smoke it. I got 2 smokers. Hell, I got the Corlitas Market. I can go down and say, hey, listen, guys, I don't want meat smoked. I want skin smoked. Well, what's that? I'll be like, huh? Well, next time we do a batch, bring them down and we'll figure out a price for skins. I don't think anybody's ever asked for skins, but then you take it, and each day I give them a skinned piece of fish that has been smoked. That has to be the healthiest thing out there. The things they're chewing on is leather. This is skin. It's what it is. Your rawhides are the same thing for all the steak we eat, right? They got that down. Nobody does skin on fish. Yeah, that's my new thing. So I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna get you a lingcod, baby girl. I want to get a lingcod. And I'm going to try it with the lingcod because the lingcod doesn't have any scales. Oh, you want to go out? Okay. Come on. Goodbye. The lingcod does not have any scales, and neither do the capizons. Now you're going to watch me shoot a capizon in Alaska. It's the only thing I killed up there. It's the only thing well, we grabbed scallops, or we didn't. We had scallops, and what else did we partake in? Oh, the tongue. I'm telling you, if you have a chance to try halibut tongue, I don't know how you would only get it from a 200-pound halibut, I guess. Or do I save all the tongues of these little 25? I don't even know what mine look like. I haven't even looked at the tongue here before. But I'll tell you, the meat it's like a fat, and you taste it, and it just tastes like what I equate it as is, when you have a T-bone steak and you have the fat on the T-bone steak, they leave just a little bit on at the market, give it some flavor. I know it's bad for me, but I love that fat, right? And the fat that you feel guilty about eating because it's crispy on the outside, but on the inside, it's just like a paste. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, that paste. And I'm telling you, Anthony wasn't even going to try it. He's a real man. He doesn't try stupid things just for see what they taste like. Now, Star's Asian. I'm not saying anything. I'm white. It's the same thing. I did the same thing, so I cannot say anything. But Star's Asian. Star was down. I think it was her idea. Let's try it. You found a white Asian, a Wasian. That's all in. Got my pimp chains on and everything, right? So we looked at that tongue while we were flaying it up. And I mean, day started at 3:30. This was probably 7:30 at night. And we still we finished the fish prints. That was a lot of work. And then now it was time me to show the kids how to flay a halibut. None of them have ever tried this except for my buddy Hunter. He tried it once. He said he got to do it, not try. He did it once. But he quarters them out, right? This way would be perfect. If I ever move up there, I'm going to get one of these pulley systems on my dock to pull it off. I'll probably go up there and I'll probably get 3 of these a season, right? And I'm going to learn how to spear them. I just want to live up there and have my own boat, of course. Maybe do a hookah system so you're connected to the boat in case the tides come up. There's a lot of things I got to research. I'm not just going to jump in the water and do this, but I have been for 3 years, but I'm on a time frame and I'm on the weather frame, right? So if there's a hurricane, and yes, they have hurricanes up there, hurricanes all the time. They don't talk about them because they're so constant up there. So with that being said, okay, let's see. Try smoking the tongue. Oh my God, that's the way to do it. Martin, have you ever had a smoked tongue fish before? But Martin, I don't know if you just got here. Look at the size of this leather. I mean, a gorgeous piece, if I could say so myself. I mean, the white side and it's done. Now, tonight after the show, I'm going to go stretch out the cheeks. I have both cheeks. We ate the cheeks, but I brought the skin back. And I still haven't done the tail. It's 90 degrees out there. I don't want to risk this. I need it to be, I don't even know what the perfect temperature for doing what I'm doing with these things are, right? Taxidermy. I don't even know what you call this. It's not taxidermy. So taxidermists, don't worry. I'm not in your world. I'm not trying to be. Don't get mad at me. I hear your comments. I'm just a guy that cannot afford everything that I kill that I think is great to run and say, hey, please do something with this. And when you kill something and you do this much to it, right? The kids can't even yell at you anymore. Do you know how they were blasting me that I was going to end the earth and I'm the problem and da-da? They're in love with me now. You just say that dumb sustainability and they choke it down. They love it. But that's what it's like to kill something that people that are judging me don't understand. You can go to your grocery market and you can buy whatever fish you think you're buying for $49, $59, $69 a pound. Guess what? It's not halibut from here. All that halibut went to China. And guess what? They sell it back saying it is. It's not. It's whatever fish they're farming over there in their polluted waters. Save the world, you say. Go right ahead. Drive your electric cars to New Leaf. I don't care. I don't care. I think you're a good person. I'm not a bad person because I go out and kill my own. And I'm still nailing it. Everything. Listen, you little, what do they call them? Karens. And I'm sorry if you were named Karen. Because it's just, they've ruined that name. I had Nanny Karen. My Uncle T's wife was named Karen. She decided to get out of here before Karen was a bad thing. Cheers to her. Because wherever I travel with my uncle, I travel with her. Because he said he doesn't want to go anywhere without her, but he'll go anywhere with her. Couldn't get him to go on vacation with me ever. He wouldn't leave his hilltop. And it's addicting up there. Because he didn't want to deal with life. He wanted to be by himself. One of those guys. I was fortunate enough to be his nephew. You know, a black sheep in my family. So a black sheep and his was a black sheep. We bonded. I went up there and drank with him. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't even know I had the cool uncle like this. Because I was lost in my house. Honestly, my sister's straight A. Christians, did everything right. And then you got me, right? And a guy that never follows what anybody tells him to follow. And that is why we now have halibut leathers. And do I sit there and bitch about my life? No. I have one of the greatest lives you could ever have. I'm still working. People are like, how do you have all the time for this? I have ADHD. I'm up. My brain does not turn off. And then when it does turn off, it turns off. And then when it wakes up, I wake up. And I go right to it. Maybe it's 3 hours. Maybe it's 5. Maybe it's 8. Maybe it's 10. My body tells me when I'm ready to be active. I don't take drugs to sleep. I don't take drugs to wake up. Well, I mean, coffee, I guess you could consider a drug. It's not cocaine, though, so it's okay. I only have 1 cup. I'm not that guy that does 10 cups a day. Got natural energy. Jesus. I just need a little kick going, right? End of the day, have 2 beers. Nothing wrong with that. A couple edibles, sure. I've loaded up on those edibles. It should have been legal in my day. I wouldn't have punched a lot of people. I guarantee you that. Probably have a different outlook on life. But, yeah, I got memories. And I'm still making memories. I don't know if you saw that 200-pound halibut come up. But as soon as we have the dive here, let me just look at. Oh, the pie chart is almost done. So we'll be watching that. And then I'll probably just, my show I didn't prepare for because I had to go help a friend today. She moved, and I thought I was only going to be there for 30 minutes, and it was one of those. And listen, to all you people that think I help people move, I don't help people move. I'll help her move anytime she asks me, this person. Just a special person. And she doesn't even do social media, so I can talk about this. Yeah, so it's only supposed to be there an hour. It turned out 4 hours, not a big deal. I saw a friend in need. And I'm not a mover. Everybody knows. My goodness, you ask Brent to come over and he'll talk. I helped Star bring that fish up by talking to her in my brain. She probably what is Dan texting me during my show for? We haven't talked in a while. Okay. We going Friday. If we're going Friday. Hey, my guy. Friday is the day. Let's do it. I have another buddy in town that I think wants to roll. We going to do the pipes? Or do you want to find the big ones? The moon is full. And they're in the sand. Okay, I'm telling you right now, you want a big halibut? This is the day. You go get them. These full moons, they and no clouds and heat like this. The ocean warms. This is it. This is when they're going to gorge all night long. If you know where those squid eggs are, here's what you do. You go to those squid eggs. Now they're not white anymore. They look like different kind of. Normally they look like just cum sacks, right? They just look like spooge to me. I don't know if we're allowed to use that word, but spooge. And these halibut, all night long, it's their crack. They get so fat they don't even bury themselves, and they're gonna do it all night. So if you dive tomorrow, the next day, in the sand, you got to be in the sand. You can't be going on these little reefs and da-da-da-da. No, this is real work. You got to look for these things. Sometimes you don't even have to look. When I found mine, guess what I was doing? They're jumping off the boat, 6 guys on the boat, everybody going their own way. And I'm going to go this way, and I see my buddy Dan, red fins. We played the video. Oh, motherfucker. That's the way I was going to go. But hey, he was off the boat first. He was focused too. Because this rings a bell in his head every fucking time. I go look the other way that now I'm going to go. And it was a day that there was 60-foot viz. I see a 50-pound halibut almost on the surface. Dan's so focused going this way. Little red fins. Guess what? I looked at it the whole way down. I cocked my gun. Nope. Yep, all 3 bands. You better do it. I look at my buddy was following me, Mr. Yellow Tip Fins, right? And I tell him to freeze, and he freezes. It's not a macho man. That's why he's not a macho man. He's a macho man. He gets in the ocean. He just listens, right? He doesn't want to kill. He just wants to be in the ocean and be entertained. I go down after this. He freezes. I'm going to watch this. I shoot this thing, and it drags me all over the ocean. Oh, there she is. Star. Look what we got. There you go. Oh, my God. Star, this is yours. We're gonna make some history with this. I don't know, Star. I don't know what we're gonna do. It could be a headband. Oh my God, we could do the Indian headband, right? Do you call them Indians anymore? Look at that. Most likely, I want to do like a Tarzan suit, right? I want the white side because you can see my tattoo. Who's it? Justin, how are you doing, buddy? Oh my God. Justin, 200-pound halibut, my friend Star caught. And they are a charter business up there, but she wanted 2 days for her birthday, and she asked me to come up, and they didn't have to babysit people. And Star caught a 200-pound halibut. So now we have fish prints. Can you imagine when they're taking their charter out, and it's cold up there, so they go indoors. They got a boat with a toilet. It's not one of those fast boats, Justin. It's a fishing boat. And if you have up on the roof your fish print of your actual 200-pound halibut, just stop it. You can't even. Listen, you're going to charter from that guy? Or you're going to charter for somebody? And I'll tell you what. My boy Anthony. Star, you have a big halibut. No. Me and Star were joking around. We just pulled up 5 halibut that were legal, but no. We weren't even looking for a big one. We just wanted halibut to come back into town and have some dinner with. That's how this story goes. Because I'm about to show you a dive, right? We dove in the morning. No, first 3:30 we get out to the fields, wherever they go. I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know. You could kidnap me and try to get me their location, and I couldn't tell you. I'm sitting there talking the whole time, eating donuts, whatever they have, the coffee. We get out there. Anthony starts jigging. Just jigging. So I'm watching. I'm like, man, I've never caught a fish jigging before. Seen them. I know the lures are expensive. I find them all over the ocean and collect them. I got thousands of them. Brand new ones, old ones. There's some that some guys have had like 18,000 fish bit off it. It's like a little piece of, that's their favorite one. That's fisherman. Anyway, Anthony's fishing. Star's fishing. I'm watching Anthony because I'm like, you guys, they don't jig. Because when they have their charters, they'll lose all their jigs, right? That's expensive stuff. Nobody, if you don't know how to jig, you stay out of the ocean. It's an art form. Doesn't seem like it, just a wet lake. No. Get it snagged. You got to know. These people know how to get it unsnagged. I snagged it like 6 times. Star. They pull it right up. Back off the reel, do some weird shit. Listen, the reason why these people are the best. So, next thing we do, stay in the same area, find the high point, right? Anthony wanted me to get a big ling. That's what I was there for. Fuck the halibut. Got so many goddamn halibut. Let's go for a ling. Let's go for something different up in Alaska. Everything up there is huge. When I tell you everything's up there, everything. I don't care what it is. Greenlings, like, it's just everything up there is supersized. And it's beast. And everything up there wants to kill you. Everything up there is not even afraid of you. That's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of place, if you're insane enough to go spearfishing with a tank or without. Now, I got the article on the new world record. And it's like 167 pounds. It's a guy from Florida. It was a girl from Florida. Had a 97-pound one on a pole spear. This guy, it's mind-numbing because he went up there. The article's great. So I have it. My buddy sent it to me. I pieced it together, taking pictures, cropping it. I'll put it up on my page so it's a good read so you don't have to go through the commercials. I'll save you some reading space. All I ask for you is to share me out on my page, right? Facebook. I accept anybody and everybody as friends. And you will get this kind of information. And you don't have to scroll through. You don't have to watch anything. Or I'm obsessed with this guy. This is what he did. But he's on the time frame as mine, right? You only have a couple days. Come on. Let me get that halibut. Halibut will show up when they want to show up. And these things aren't afraid of humans. And if you think you're just going to go shoot one in the head willy-nilly and jump on top of it like I do here, I don't know. Go do it. See what happens. Fuck around and find out. My buddy. Hey, that's my buddy. That's all I could say. There's a guy that fucked around and found out. What is the depth? She caught it at 175 feet. It wasn't diveable. Okay. On our dive, I saw 2, and we'll watch them. I put it in fast forward so you don't have to watch like an hour. It was like an hour dive. And me and Star met on the dive boats. But we have never dove together. We're in competition all the time. Now, Star is somebody that was twice as good as me with lobsters. She's twice as good as everybody in everything, spearfishing, She's one of those people. And don't blush now, Star. You are. Give yourself a hand. All my buddies are like, Star? Star was in our freediving groups. Yeah, me and Star, BFFs. What are you guys doing? They're like, where'd she go? She's in Alaska. You go up to see her? Yes. You can't go with me. You can't. Guys, you can't. I'm sorry. When I go up, it's fun. It's a beautiful thing. And we weren't even looking for a huge halibut. That wasn't even on my brain. Should have been. Because my bait was 3 feet from hers. Okay. Yeah, absolutely, Justin. I don't know I'm not going to promote her because there's some weird thing with the internet. But I think Star, if you're here, put your name up in your business. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't want to get in trouble with the game wardens or the mountain police or anybody like that. Because this is just a pure friendship, right? But she is. And he is the best. And they've done this 3 times where here's the thing. You go up there and get it on a charter, there's a slot size. Anything under 80 inches or 81 inches, I don't know what it is, you have to let it go. The 75-pound ones, they've never seen those in town. Why? Because you can't do it if you're running a charter. And I'll be honest, the people they take out chartering, no disrespect to any of them, they're just older, right? And they're on cruise ships. There it is, right there. They're on cruise ships, okay? They got electric reels for them. You catch a 200-pound, and I didn't know this. I'm like, Star, just turn on like super, bring that thing up quick. She looked at me and she laughed. So naive. Because I really thought that's what you do. Just, yeah. Do you have electric rods on your boat? I don't even know if you do. For the people that need them. Anyway, I was pulling halibut up after halibut from 180 feet. No problem. You put it down, and then you back it off halfway. Otherwise, you rip off their lips. Now, Star told me like 3 times, you're going to rip off the lips. What's that mean? Oh, turn it halfway. And then they would laugh. Okay. So I look at her. She's got the circle hook. And I believe her man baited it. I know he did because she said, thank you for baiting it. And he gave her a special bait with a circle hook. If you don't know how to do a circle hook, once you get that fish, a 200-pound fish with the line, whatever, I don't want to give out their secrets, but it was a circle hook. Okay? I didn't have this circle hook. But I'll be damned if I wouldn't have done the same thing. I watched somebody that sweat beading on her face. Just knowing she's not even a quarter of the way there because you have the digital screen in front of you. You know how many feet it is. It's in meters. I couldn't figure that fucking thing out for the life of me. So when you ask me how deep I'm guessing they all know. They're smart. I don't do it. My brain does not work that way, and there's no space in there for that kind of stuff unless I was a guided tour, and I'm not a guided tour, and I'm just out to have fun, and so were they. And these are 2 guides. It's Groundhog Day. Let's face it. They put on great faces. They go out. They love their job. Yes, she's the one that taught me. So Justin, she's the one that taught me one of the people that mentored me in my lobster career. And that's where we met, on the lobster boats. Now, she says I've surpassed her. I'm going to say I have only because she moved to Alaska. When she lived here, I would, if she lived here right now, I would back it off. She's created a monster, sure. She didn't know I was going to start taxiderming and skinning, and all I want from Alaska is no meat. Please leave me the skin, leave me the fins. Let's make some fin life. And then the greatest kids up there at that, Star, if I say this wrong, correct me, Cedar Lodge, I think it is. And she has nothing to do with Cedar Lodge. I have nothing to do with Cedar Lodge. That's just where everybody pulls up their boats, offload. They give them ice if you need to buy ice. And then the kids that are there for the summer cut up your fish. Okay. They don't normally see one this size. Anthony's brought 3 in. Okay. And this was Star. This is all Star. I have the whole video. You can't even you can't even say we helped it all, anything. That was all her. There's that point when it got up and she just had that connection with that fish. And she thought about letting it go. And I don't know if you've ever had a connection with an animal like that. But when you're the best, and they are the best, and I am the best. So when you ask why I throw back a 12-pound lobster, 10-pound, because I've been there in that end zone. I've gotten what I had over 10 10-pounders last year. And I haven't even worked the mainland. Mainland, it's stupid. They're on steroids. They glow at you. I think they come out and attack you. Look, the night I went, it was just mystical. Mystical. I'm looking around like, what the? I couldn't believe it. Mystical. You don't have to go over there. Go over there. Make friendships like I've made with Star. And my list is long. So the rest of my life, I just get to go hang out with great people. And Star asked me to come up on her birthday. I asked my wife, listen, if the flight, I said, if the flights are cheap, she goes, are you going to be gone 8 days? No. They have to be back working. They can't. This is their prime month. My God. Everybody's there. Salmon are there. We did salmon fish. I ripped the lips off them, and Anthony's like, enough of this bullshit. So we went from fishing for lingcod, jigging, to finding the right slack tide. Tide blew out my my hamstrings. I called my wife. I was staying on their boat, and they were at their house, and probably 2 o'clock in the morning. Who knows? Sun never sets. And I didn't. My back and stuff when I need to get a muscle when I'm having cramps, I just use that roller thing for your back. It's just a foam roller. Didn't have that, but I had my beer there that was full, and it was cold. I just put it on my skin and rolled it back and forth, and it popped that thing perfectly. So, cheers to my beer. And you know how I get it up there? I was gone for 4 days, so I took 3 days, so I took 2 4-packs. I put it in my tube that you bring your spear guns in with the float line. It always gets, and I had the Halley hammer, just in case I wanted to get crazy up there and find some huge fish and just go punch it in the head. I'm always in for the adventure. But here, let me just show you the dive real quick. Gotta check you later. Okay. Cheers, brother. Here's our dive. This was our dive. Let me bring it up. Present. Video file. Okay. It will be right. There's the turtle. Eyeball, dive 1, dive 2. Dive Alaska. Okay, I took the sound out because it's fast forward. So you just hear us. We're just getting ready there, right? This is, hey, all of our dive gear right there was all over that back landing where they fish, right? And when she caught that halibut, we had an hour to clean up. We had to get all that stuff up and go. Nobody knew this was going to happen. This was not planned. This was just amazing. Let me go down in the corner and get you guys a better view. I'm getting ready. This boat is not built for diving. I'm just saying that right now. Okay. Anthony's filming me. I'm filming him with my GoPro. Now I'm fighting the current, and I have a float line and a gun. Trust me. You just need, I should have had long fins on like Star. You'll see Star. She knows how to fucking dive up there. Hey, how about that? The name of their boat is Seawolf. Okay, it's green up top. I don't like this. We don't know if we have Viz. Well, we do because I dropped the GoPro and a halibut attacked my GoPro. That's how that halibut attacked it, if you've been watching. If you haven't, go back in my feed. Look, I have an actual. We dropped the GoPro off the back of the boat with a fishing line, and then we brought it up and I watched it to see if it was going to have enough, if we need to put all of our gear on. There we go. Me and Star down into the depths. This is going to be about a 60-foot dive here, guys. Okay? Once I see this visibility, I don't care about anything else. This is what I need. My eyes, I can't do the zero visibility shit. Okay? So, this was perfect to me. Star was like, oh my God, the Viz sucked. No. Shut up, Star. I'm from Monterey. This is a great day in the summertime. In the wintertime, yeah, this is a shitty fucking dive. Wintertime, you can see your anchor on the reef down there. Like, oh, there we go. That's where I'm going. Not in the summer months. Green bloom. Here we go. Scanning. I like what I'm seeing. Because if you've ever watched the Norway, where they fish for them in Norway, it's not in the sand. It's on rocks. That's what I think these things lay on rocks to get the lice off their, and you'll see the lice on hers. We can hunt all day long in this. Yep. Absolutely. You don't know what you're going to get. That's the great, you don't know what you're going to see. You might see one of those big whales, orcas. Orcas can come up to me. They're everywhere up there. If you think if I lived up there 7 days a week for 3 months, the video you guys would get. Holy shit. I'd be out there just making friends with the orcas, riding them like Shamu, saying, fuck you, SeaWorld. Look at their fins. They're straight up. They let me water ski them because I'm just going to make their friends, just like I do for everybody else. Some people call that narcissistic, just living life. I don't know. I call it fun and healthy. Time to go to sleep. Wake up. Boom. This is what you get. 100% or I'm working. I'm catching up on the work that I missed, though. Man, it's tough. Three bands. Yep. Now I'm pulling that thing. Oh, okay, hang on. There's Star. She's cocking that big ass gun. She's got the real gun. I'm breaking up urchins. I don't know if you know what that does. It brings in all the fish, right? Here we go. And by the way, Brooksy, do not get mad at me. I thought about you. Your face went through my head when I saw this. It's probably a sick. I don't know. I don't know octopuses, so everybody says I'm exaggerating. You guys tell me when you see this octopus how fucking big you think it is. I think it's over 40 pounds. And it was at the beginning of the dive, so when I see it, you guys will see it. You don't see it. It's in a rock. Now, my boy Brooksy wants octopus. I didn't want to have to I don't know how to fucking kill these things underwater. And they'll fuck you up underwater. Sorry, a lot of cussing tonight, but they will. I'm excited, Mom. Okay, here we go. We're just scanning. I'm trying to get used to the current. Look at her, just her long fins just going. We're going to see beauty. To me, this is beautiful. Some people would say no. I'm just looking for that pinnacle. I don't need to be 70 feet down. Let's start climbing the mountain. Let me save my air for the big lings. They got to be around here. We just caught a couple of them. Anthony had one that came to the surface that he swears its head was bigger than his, and he's not a guy that makes things up. So I believe him. Let's see. Yeah, just fast forward. Yes, Star, don't make excuses. You had the right fins on. I got to get myself some long fins. I have them up there. I just have the wrong pocket size. I just got to get good pocket size for those ones, and then I'll bring them up. And then I'll be Alaskan ready. I got carbon fiber fin. Oh, look at that beautiful thing. Moon jellyfish. There it is. Okay, here's the octopus. Star, look at that. I mean, you guys tell me, how big is this octopus? I don't know octopuses. I told the dive shop, I think I saw a 100-pound octopus. He goes, it's probably, have you ever seen an octopus? I've caught one. I've held it over my head. If you go back in my life 20 years ago, I caught one in Oregon on Fish and Reel, going for, dinner. I get it. A lot of work, though, John. That's a lot of fucking work right there for recipes I don't know about, right? So I don't mind taking an octopus. You think that's 2 pounds, Justin? Oh, I should have been Justin. You made me laugh. I'm like, I don't think I want to fuck with this thing. This is Alaska. I want to find a halibut or I want to find a lingcod. Anyway, here we go. That's my spirit, and that's a big fucking. I don't care who you are, Tarzan. Don't worry, I'll go fast forward. I just couldn't believe it. I know I'm going to big fish. Do I go back? We go back around this bend. We find this bend where we just circle it, and we work the whole thing. Yeah, if you're into the Matridiums, oh god, you're one of those camera guys that loves to film huge, puffy Matridiums. Get there. Myself, I like going up and punching them in the nice fish. I don't know what it was. I think that was a greenling, and it's the biggest greenling I've ever seen. But the greenling are skinny. They're like, you shoot one on tanks, freediving, they don't care. They don't hear you. I get why people do it. I've done it on freediving. They're just looking right at me. I'm like, man, these things normally. Yeah, I'm looking for a halibut. I don't know why this is not fast forwarding. Yeah, there's a float line. Do you see the current? I keep pulling it. It's pulling me back. I'm pulling it. Alaska's a different place to dive, guys. I'm just telling you. Don't go up there thinking, oh my god, I got my open water and going to go to the dive shop and they're going to take the dive. They'll tell you at their dive shop, get out. That's just what they do. They just say, get right, get out. They're no nonsense people. They don't need you. Now, the owner, the guy said, hey, you ever come up here, I'll take you diving. I'll take you to places. Yeah, there's Star. We're having just two buddies down there. Okay, there's the trying to get it. And now it's not working. And I'm hitting it with a rock, kids. Break the shell open, hit it with a rock. It can't close up anymore if it has that little piece off it. Slide your cake back right in there. Boom, now the kids that want 100% sustainability, leave all their babies around the outside of that shell. You need millions of scallops. Whenever I brought up the scallop, and people would just go crazy. No, leave them down there. Get the shit out of them while you're down there. And then open it up with your knife. Look at that. Look at that. I didn't even know I had this on camera. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get to where it's fast forwarding. There we go. Let's see if we can find this halibut. I didn't find it, but I didn't have time to look. So I'll redo this when I find it, and then I'll do a slow motion. And that way, Star, I look over and I go, hey, there's a halibut. She's like, what? But otherwise, it's an over an hour dive. You guys, this is what you do. This is how mind-numbing that it can be. I don't think it's mind-numbing. You don't know what you're going to run into, and you don't know what you're going to experience. And that's why I do this. This is an adrenaline thing. And there's nobody coming to help you out there. There's nobody saying, oh, my God, divers are lost and didn't come up. Well, it's going to be 4 hours before somebody gets there. Maybe the helicopters come quick. I don't know. But don't go up there as an amateur. That's all I'm saying. Or do. Enjoy yourself. Fuck around and find out. I'm looking at every rock. I'm like, man, I'm not even there for halibut, guys. So I'm not looking in the sand. I'm not looking at the little pebbles. I want a big ling. That's what I want. And the Star points out a huge capison. Biggest one I've ever seen. And I got him big up here. I got him big. I'm pulling my float line there. Got snagged on something. There's no real kelp up there. But that's, yep, checking. I've never had a dive partner that I check on. Like, hey, we're sticking together? Yeah. This is her birthday. This is what she wanted to do for her birthday. And she got her birthday wish. She got Seawolf up. She's Seawolf's personal friend that can call him and say, hey, it's only going to be me and my man and you. Can you come up and just hang out with me on the birthday? But yeah, if it's $400 round trip. Yeah, you got to sit in the back with everybody else and catch COVID. That's not a big deal. Best sickness I've ever had, if you ask me. I don't know who else is not going to raise their hand to that. You have a cold for like 12 hours and it goes away. Anyway, I know thousands of people died of it. I apologize for those people. It's the same people that died anyway with the flu. There was no flu deaths, and there's all, nah, I'm not going to. Please. Beautiful dive. Let's get back into this. Life's mental, and that's why I got to go do stuff like this. And if you can't appreciate that, I don't know what to fucking tell you, because this is me and my friend being underwater, not having to worry about anything or anybody except for each other. And there's no politics under here. There's no shorts. There's no reels. There's no social media. Those are the matriniums that you'll see, a lot of them, if you want to go experience this and not kill anything. You don't have to kill anything. I killed one thing. It was a capizon. It was a trophy capizon. 100% sustainability. Leave me alone. You can't even yell at me anymore. That's all you got to do, people. Make it 100%. Most people can't do this. This is a lot of work to come back and bring this kind of skin home. This is a 200-pound halibut. We'll get there in a minute. I don't know if you're looking at the bottom of your screen, but woo, woo, woo. Don't worry. I am the guy that will have a suit someday of that. You can, according. Yes, of course. And she's a wonderful person, and she was the most hated person, the lowest scores ever, and now she's their best candidate, and she's winning in all the things. Please, she's taking personal phone calls from Obama. I'm like, what the? What kind of dingbat world are we in? Oh, we really got you. Staged like a motherfucker, and there's people out there eating it up. Dude gets his head blown off almost, and yeah, the world's gone dingbat crazy. Cheers, everybody. I'm in Alaska doing this. I'm healthy because of this. Otherwise, you would have a different Brent if I wasn't underwater and doing these kind of trips. That's all I'm saying. Just a different me, and you don't like that me. People built a reputation on being that. Now I get to just have fun as I go out in this world. You never know when you're going to leave. Oh, Star's pointing out. What? She said something. I wish this was in slow motion because then I would be able to. You can hear us talk. We talk the whole time. Nobody understands each other. It's like caveman. There's that octopus again. Okay. Let me go back. Swing back around. Now I know where we're at on the anchor part. I didn't slow motion this. I should have. Found the octopus again. Think about it. I even yell out my buddy Brooksy's name because he's the one that wants octopus from Alaska. Let me see. I'll know when I see the ridge. And that's how I do guidance underwater. I swim out in front. I know we're way in front of the boat. So even if we pop up, we don't have to kick back to the boat. The boat's going to drift to us. There's no more kicking. When you do come up and you set your compass bearing into the current. So you kick that whole time, especially if you're going to do your dumb safety stop, which you should do. 3 minutes at 20 feet, 15 feet, just whatever they teach you. Do it. You need to do it. Kick the whole time though. Because that's where you'll lose it. You did everything right. And you're like, I'm in my safety stop. I'll pop up and I'll just trip. Sometimes the current's going so ripping. I've had buddies, boom, they're behind the boat. And you're behind the boat with currents like that. Hold on for a good time. You better be a real man or woman because you're going to hold on to that. It's called a current line. Sometimes they send the boat out to pick you up. In my days, they didn't. And if they sent the boat out, you said, no, go away. I ain't using you. I'm going in on my terms. And you're shaking. It's almost like Star was with the fish coming up. I'm telling you. Working a 200-pound halibut that doesn't want to come up and doesn't want to die, this thing is built to live. And when Star had that connection, I saw it. I was like, man, I got this on film. Teary-eyed. Star snapped straight out of it when we said, no way. Business time. Boom. Right? And I can't explain this trip. And this was all in one day. This is all. Some people go do 2 dives and, oh my God, I got to go back to the hotel. Then you have your cocktails. You go down to the pool. You talk about how great you were on a dive. We weren't done. Right? Now it's time to play. I've already pissed myself in my wetsuit. Sorry. It's fucking cold down there. A 7 mil will be fine. It has to be a brand new one. That's all I'm going to say. Do a 7 mil or above if you can. 5 mil gloves. If you want to bring an extra headpiece, I just do Star. Cheers. Alaskan Magic. You're absolutely right. And she lives up here. And she barely gets to do this because they're out there every fucking day hustling, making money, bringing happiness to these charters. Star, you tell me when that, please hang that thing up in your boat. Figure out how to do it. Did they work out? Unless they didn't work out. Star's got 3 fish prints. We were ready for this. We dreamed about this. And our dreams came true and we were ready. We had their scale didn't work at Cedar Lodge. No big deal, guys. We'll bring a professional one. Okay. Just keep them out of the sunlight, I hear. That's what Corey said. But anyway, hang them up in your house. I'd put them out. I'd take off doors in the bathroom and I'm here into the bathroom, right? You got your halibut just hanging there. Get out of my way, 200-pound halibut. That's what I would do, but I would listen. I couldn't fly it here. This isn't a bachelor house. I'd also have a tattoo of a halibut on my forehead right now. So that ain't gonna happen. I'd also have gills behind my ear because I rather just live down there like the animals that are down there. And anyway, let's get back to our dive. I also know which way the current is. I have a little cheat. I keep looking back at my buoy. The buoy will tell you which way to swim because you got the float line and the buoy above you. So you're pulling that thing around. I got to get a longer line for up there. I got to get like a 150-foot line. I think that one's 75, and I need a little bit more muscle room. You know what I'm saying? Long fins, sure, and everything else is fine. Orca Torch did have a problem with the Orca Torch. I'm going to contact them tonight. It could be my fault, boys. So I will ask first. Orca Torch was on. You could see the green right there. No light. So this is the same problem I have with Scuba Pro. This one lasted twice as long as anything I've ever had. So let's give hands up to that. Okay. But this is the kind of diving I do. I'm not a neutrally buoyant person. I'm not free diving. My flashlight is my number one accessory. So if you don't have a good flashlight, especially for daytime lobster diving and nighttime lobster diving, so I'll find out. I'll tell you what kind of company they are. Do I send it back? They gave it to me for free. So, I mean, do they say you're just such a shithead and you didn't do the 15-minute unboxing? I never did a 15-minute unboxing. Go fuck yourself, Orca Torch. That's so 2010. I'm a narcissist. I know flashlights, and I know this is a really good one. And it's going to be in all my goddamn videos. So you make the choice. That's how I'm going to treat my sponsorship. You're my bitch. You're my bitch. And but cheers to you. Thank you for thinking about me. Anyway, the D710, a great flashlight, Orca Torch. This could be my fault. I came up from a dive and I ripped off my gear and I thought my buddy was holding it and the whole fucking BCD flipped over. And that's when it stopped working, I think. So that could be my fault. I broke the light. I don't know. It's a free one. Let's see if they send me another one. Maybe they'll give me one with laser like I asked them. If you goddamn are watching, you people, Cindy, I hope you're watching because this is your goddamn product. It's a great product. I'll push it through like a motherfucker. And who else is doing this? What I'm doing? I'm in Alaska with my friend. But you know what I did have? I took the helmet one. Remember the one that I did on a helmet that blinks that I can go into caves? And I go into caves all the time for lobsters. Just the end of lobster season when they got it to me. So it's got a flashlight on it. I just hooked that thing, and that's what you got to see that octopus with. So my backup is an Orca Torch. I don't know what number it is. It's the one for the helmet. Another nice fish. I got to slow this down because it was real quick when Star was asking me about the halibut. Now we're swimming back. I can already tell you. We're going with the current, boys and girls. Or are we? We're still on the pinnacle. Star was done. I wasn't done yet. But she also didn't have a full fill on her tank. Check your tanks, just like they say. You pick them up from the dive shops. I'm not saying anything bad about that dive shop. I just want that to be clear. Great people, great service. And they're my friends. Wonderful people. You probably won't get the same experience that I get with it, but I'm respected up there. Maybe I'm not. I am Catch Can royalty. My great Uncle Fred, and I have an Uncle Fred. He was named after him. I asked him. I think the R is for my dad, Ron. Mitch, 1937. And he's probably crooked like I would be if I was a mayor. He was only there for a year as a mayor. And what the hell were the Mitches doing up there? Maybe he's in my blood with this. These are my Uncle T's. It's my dad's side of the family. I got to start bringing some of my dad's memorabilia up there. Maybe that's it. Oh, there's that octopus. Did you see it? God, I should have slowed it down. Here we go. See it? See it in the lower corner down there? There you are. So, Brooks, I guess I could have shot it twice. I just didn't want to deal with it. I was scared of it, Brooks. I got to admit it. I didn't want to fuck with it. I had a great dive. I knew we still had an adventure for the day. It wasn't over. The sun never sets there. So, I don't know. We might have been out there till 10 o'clock at night. Nobody knows. It all looks like 3:30 in the afternoon. Oh. You saw the scallop plate over there. See if I can back it up just enough. Right there. Star already got that scallop, right? Boom. Hello. We ate it. It was delicious. We cooked it in lobster butter, by the way. No, it wasn't at a fancy restaurant, if that's what you're asking. It was on the back of their working boat that they go get urchins on that I got to just hang out on after Star and Anthony went home. I got to hang out with everybody else that lived on the boats. Now, those people are a different kind of breed of people that live on their boats in Alaska. Fun people. I partied all night long with them. Now, I don't do the drugs they do to keep up, but I wanted to see the lights, right? Star and Anthony was like, we've never talked to that person before. I'm like, oh, don't worry. He's got your boat. He lives right here. He'll keep an eye on it. So what? Yeah, he'll keep an eye on it. Anthony's like, I don't know. He needs to keep an eye on my boat. I'll fuck him up if he takes anything. And that's what they do up there. There's no crime. They'll mess you up. Don't fuck around and find out in Alaska. See what happens. Star, I went so fast I didn't even see the the thing you pointed out to me. Now I got to go back. I'm sorry, guys. I just got home. I fucking worked today. It was hot. I thought I could just put this dive together. I should have slowed it down but I want you to hear our banter underwater. It's the same banter as me and my buddy Dan have, as the Al have. It's when you dive with me, because I don't choose to dive with hardly anybody. Yeah, I know. It's way past this point because we're going to come up in a second. So, yeah, here, let me keep going for you. Because you even say, you go like this, what? And I'm like, halibut. And your eyes got big. You went on alert. I got to slow that down. Star, you want to see a real professional free diver that it does scuba dive, but is the best at whatever she does, even fishing. I think she holds a record now on her boat. I'm not sure. Star, is that the new record? 204.3? That's the question people want to know. I think it is. Yes. Okay. So, Star, all you have to do, your boat is named the Seawolf. She didn't name it. She picked it up years ago. New record. There it is. Years ago. And her man was putting it in, and he was doing TikTok when it first started going, when I first started thinking about this. And they had it shipped down on a from wherever they bought it from. I don't care. I think it's this boat. Because if it is, this even makes, to me, it builds this whole story. It connects all the dots and I's. And there's a video where Anthony's putting on saying, we're going to do some sketchy shit, doo-da, doo-da. And this guy, I don't know. The trailer he had was used in my brain for like a water skier, like a boat, maybe even a kayak with all the fittings on it. That's how the Sea Wolf got here. Yeah. And that boat was just tremendous. We had this memory on it, but hang on, we're gonna have another one. I don't even want to end. I'm not ending it. Fuck you guys. You can go away or you can stay. I don't care. Because this was only part of the day. This was all before 11 o'clock. Or maybe it's 4 o'clock. Nobody knows. The time never goes down there. Hard on the gear. I am. Yeah, this would be so much better slow motion. Maybe on Friday night, everybody, I will play this whole thing slowed down, no interruptions. You get to watch everything. That's what I'll do on Friday night. So now I have my Friday night plan. We can talk about if you're a scuba diver. I'll promote it in the scuba diving world, and maybe we'll attract some of those fools. I know a lot of them don't like the spear fishing. Listen, 100% sustainability, bitches. You can't even be mad anymore. I found a loophole. You can't be mad at me for 100%, especially with what we're paying for fish. Even you guys can't. The people that could afford it can't afford what I'm eating now, and I'm throwing it away. I'm eating new things. I ate a halibut tongue. Get the fuck out of here. Tell me if you've eaten a 200-pound eyeball of a halibut. Some lady said you should cook that first. It takes a whole fun of cutting it out. Now, Star, no disrespect, she missed the part. She goes, hey, I don't know if there's a recording. She got the bite, though, and that's all that matters, the squirt. She did a great job. Very proud of you, Star. Because she's not used to sitting here. I got so many settings. I'm like, okay. And Star is all about everything. Anthony's like, Jesus Christ, draw this day out. We're out there painting. Got to go get the paint first. Got to go get the real scale first. We knew their scale wasn't going to work. Go fuck yourself. It would have just been a story. Everybody said 69 pounds. That's all that is. You saw the picture. It's not a doctor picture. I'm standing behind the motherfucking thing. And I'm 6'1". I'm shrinking. So I'm probably 6. I'm 6.5, I think. I don't know. It'll happen to all of you assholes. Don't leave me alone. Yeah. 6'1", and now I'm not. Okay? Here we go. Look at she's barely kicking with those goddamn fins. Me? Yeah, look at my feet just running. That's what it is. Go up there, get long fins. That's all I can tell you. I know. Her man Anthony is stressing the fuck out right now. Because we're over an hour. We're over an hour down there, just 2 peas in a pod. Nobody goes to Alaska to do this and have fun. Or maybe you do. Maybe you have a site that you do this. Go ahead. Babysit those people. My boys that come with me are guys that I know for a fact. Not somebody I met off the internet. Somebody that said they're the best. They're all the best. I only bring the best up with me. People that know how to swim these kind of conditions, because there are no good conditions up there. You're swimming. You got to know what you're doing. Do not go out. You know what? Go out and do this. Put a little float on and just go. See what happens. You're going to end up in Canada. And I think there's salmon sharks up there. They look like small baby whites, but they have fucked up jaws. I mean, just teeth everywhere. And they swim in packs, from what I hear. I don't know. I've never seen one. But when I do, hey, I'm going to live. We're going up here. She's got a 7 mil on, or she might even have a 5 mil on, boys. I think she had a 5 mil on. I said, no way. I think she had a 5 mil on. Star, did you have a 5 mil on? She might have had a 5 mil on. Okay. 5 mil. She's diving in 5 mil. We reached the surface. Here it is, boys. That's Alaska. You don't see a little town over there with a whole bunch of Coast Guard boats that are going to come get you or anything like that. This is open water motherfucking Alaska. Sorry, Mom. This is all going to be real time. That's my boy Anthony. He's going to throw out the current line. Notice the gun is not cocked. If you ever hand the boat up to a captain, your gun cocked, he might as well just point it at you and pull the trigger because you shouldn't have a gun in your hand. I've done it before, and I got yelled at, and Captain Graham on the Vision yelled at me, and all I wanted to do was impress him because you want to impress your captains, right? You want your captains to think you're great, especially if you're a narcissist like me. Now look at the current line wrapped it around my ankle. If I would have shot a huge halibut like that, it would snap me in half. So don't go do this thinking you know what you're doing, or go ahead. I don't care. I'm holding on to the current line.
I didn't even see that thing. Yeah.
I'm talking about the capizon. Like, you've watched all my videos, and I point them out, and I yell at Dan. Right there. Star did that with me with a capizon. I was like, huh? When I slow down Friday night, you'll see. She yelled at me for like 10 minutes. There it is. She didn't want to shoot. She said, you know how hard it is to aim her gun, and she's going to break that tip? It's a freediving gun.
I pointed out like 3 times to me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
It's pretty big.
The fucking big fucking capizon, man.
There it is.
There's another one right next to it.
There was a
What fish did you see?
halibut.
Fucking knew it.
Not.
Okay, Friday night, you'll see that. Because she looks at me, and I go like this, and it takes off. So that's Friday night. I'm going to slow that I'll have it perfected. Okay? And I'll promote this in the stupid scuba diving groups. 100% sustainability. They can't even get mad at me anymore.
Not a bit like my size, like 20 pounds, but it was laying on the rocks and it just took off as soon as I.
No way.
Yeah, it took off fast, so it didn't sit back down.
That's a nice capizon, boys. Those wings are right now out in my kill shed with the beetles working on them and the maggots coming in a couple days. That's the part I won't tell you. You got to figure that part out. You leave them in there too long with the maggots, the second generation of maggots get them, and then you lose your wings. Don't lose your wings if you're going to do this.
I got it.
You got it?
I got it. 1, 2. Tell me when you're lifting.
Now, mind you, this guy right here, there's no kid play. He's the one that pulled that halibut over that back rail. Sure, I put a couple hands on it and pulled. And his grunt was like, it looked like I can hear a hernia just pop on his grunt. I'm like, everybody get out of the way. Get out of the way.
1, 2.
I don't know what I'm doing here. Take my BCD off. Make sure it's blown up, of course, so it doesn't stink. Obvious.
It has a handle on the yellow side.
Down, Anthony, it's going to be easier because it has a handle. Hey, good job putting the handle there. I got to tell you. And I'm taking my weight belt off too. And Anthony, it takes a long time to grab my weight belt. You're right,
Go ahead,
Star.
Brent.
I gotta get my.
Oh yeah, you're finished.
We could do a counting time here. Anthony's working his ass off.
Weight belt here.
Weight belt here.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Now I got to climb up this ladder. Listen, this is not a dive boat. And I thought I was going to break this ladder. I was like, okay.
What?
I lost my snorkel on that dive. We went around that whole little high spot too.
They tell me not to hit their trim tabs. I get it. Listen, make sure when you fall, don't hit them. It's not diving.
Yeah, I liked that. I thought we were gonna find a link.
Yeah, me too. I was like, oh, I hope you go back because I knocked the scallops off. And you grab that fish, I was like, something's definitely coming over here to check.
I definitely don't want to step on that.
Here we go.
No.
No. There we go.
I thought right here, that part would break. You can see it up on the left. It's pulling. I'm a big boy. I'm 54. Do I still have upper body strength? Yes, I'm a bulldog.
There you go.
Yep. I knew I had it there, boys. Anthony even tried to put his hand out to help me. I'm like, I got this, bitch. Get out of my way. I would never call you a bitch, Anthony. Sorry.
We're gonna roll you in there.
We're gonna roll you in there. She's laughing. She comes up like twinkle toes. I didn't think I filmed her.
Ahoy!
Ahoy.
Ahoy, Captain!
That's right there. That's my signature. Yep, the little red light's blinking, and I got an adventure. And that's what this is. That's an adventure right there. It's going to end right here, boys and girls. It'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow, I don't even know where I'm going to go. I'm going to promote the tongue, I think, and the halibut cheeks. I got to get this 100% sustainability out before I do. It's going to be a 15-part series because they only let you show a minute. So say part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5. I'm going to put different music on with different platforms. So if you're watching this and you want to watch it, please share me out, number one. But follow me on all social media because you're going to get a different perspective. Not really. You're going to get the same thing with a different song. And I will be honest with you, which one's the best one. I've never had anything over 1,000 on TikTok, and they're promoting my shit right now like a motherfucker. But I don't know. Could be the flashlight. Could just be it's fun to watch. This was fun. And this is before noon. We haven't even eaten yet. There's no donuts. No. Got up at 3:30. And we had sandwiches. But after our dive, we had a burrito that was being heated up by down in the, honestly, down in the engine room. That's how they keep them warm up there, right? And it was delicious. I got it right when I got up from my dive. Then when we started fishing, she said, hey, we have sandwiches. Anybody want a sandwich? We hooked in that halibut right away. Not right away. We fished for salmon for a minute, and I ripped all the lips off. And he's like, Brent's not going to be able to get these. These ones have soft lips, he said. I don't know how not to just... It takes me a long time to learn, and captains get very upset with me. Bluefin, I don't care if the bite's on. I just want to film the blood on the deck. Ankle, they're pulling in every bluefin out there on these commercial boats, fishing boats. And I was measuring people's fishing boots, because some of them have the short ones on. Sometimes there's so much blood on them, they go into the boot. Good times in my brain, but maybe not yours. So, anyway, share me out. I'll figure out something tomorrow. Star, thank you for this.